select. And I want to ask
I don't think we're going to see any surprises, really.
Team you've played against so many times before, how does that change this matchup?
There has to be mind games in here, right? I mean, we're so deep into the tournament as well.
We got a
Even
whole,
despite not playing each other, we can
we got a
see
whole,
the fact that there's
whole
VODs
extra
out
6
there,
months of
how your
this.
team are playing.
Actually,
And
I
I'm
say a
looking
whole
really
6 months of
at
this.
the operator here.
Teams
We've seen
will
Ozpack dominate
teams will start
Knives, Vandal,
experimenting a
and
little
even
bit
when
because
a
they
someone
wreck
has
Jet.
said, hey, maybe I don't like picking up the op as much, but Ascent is a battleground of the operator. You can absolutely take over a game. We've seen so many Jets across this entire
So yeah,
year.
it feels like the
The
Jet nerfs were maybe because they decided to leave Ascent in the pool as well. Also, I'm kind of excited because so the new agent that's coming out like end of this year is meant to be a duelist, right? And then if we look at the history of just how Riot approach it, they normally nerf stuff that is similar to the new agent coming in. So I'm imagining it's something that's like a little bit similar to Jet in terms of like a get out of jail free, which makes me nervous, but we'll see. Right, you think about Boombot, they got rid of, you think of before Gecko came in, they nerfed the Boombot, so the Wingman seemed a little bit better than it actually was, etc. Like they always do it.
Let's get to it here. That's right.
Jet
the lower
before
bracket
Chamber,
finals are best of
etc.
5 territory. Loud versus EG, a regional matchup, but still so much on the line here. All for that grand finals at Champs 2023.
This is primed to be an incredible game. There is history between these two squads. And while Loud is ahead in terms of the match head-to-head, they are dead even on the amount of maps that each have taken over the course of this
here we go.
season.
We've got Ascent coming, and it is Loud on defense, EG on attack. Double frenzy bias. Double frenzy bias booster has a Sheriff.
Fantastic ideas to be able to refute what Loud has done.
White bar, there you go. Should be all good.
Their best map.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see how this pistol round gets taken out. Both of these teams actually doing pretty well when it comes to the pistol round win rates. The deeper they've got into the playoffs itself, it's been a key win.
So I mean, they used this pistol before. Either they used it or someone used this, where it's alarm bot goes off, flash goes in, and they swing off it. Last time this happened, the Killjoy swung too early, and the flash team flashed himself.
There's a flash, and there is the collection.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's precise.
Very nice pistol from them. Something they used to. I'm pretty sure it's them. Something they used already though. But yeah, that was real strong. It was much better. This is much better executed than they did last time. Whoa, boss man, we okay there? Are we okay with that one? It's a nice start. Nice start from Loud.
Absolutely flawless from Loud in every possible sense of the term. The double catwalk setup is great if EG
How's the white bar
that
still there?
direction.
Press
Anyway,
that
but
click.
it also contributes an extra layer to that mid trap. Alarm bot contact or any kind of
maybe one day they can.
off the back of
I actually went for a
Aspas.
long walk today, so
Triggering the flash,
it's not gonna happen.
Paranoia also coming through.
Okay, the timing of this swing was great though. Omen flash towards middle, the crunch over towards short. It was perfect.
Beautifully designed pistol round.
Yeah, really nice.
Immaculate stuff from Loud there, and showing you one of the biggest reasons why they were able to take down Fnatic.
Yeah, I mean they got some and honestly consistently, even if we basically ever since Fraud joined the team last champs, their pistols have been ridiculously good. Like ever since, for a whole year now.
Shots fired off right through the wall. Ethan lucky to get away with his life here. Demon 1. Nasty surprise.
A little bit of damage, but they're okay, right? This and this is a gun next round, so they're allowed 2 deaths. They got 1 so far. They're allowed 2 deaths.
He hears them fall off. He's now got pretty good information. Demon 1 in his classic role, fairly alone.
No one's watching the smoke.
I mean, Com is also very deep. There are threats all over the place.
Damn, that flash was nice. Dude, no idea. The guys behind him.
Yes, he will.
Okay, nicely done from Sadak. I tell you what, though, this was real close to going wrong.
Demon 1. Single shot is necessary, but he can't land it. So
Okay, nicely done. Nicely done from them. They
out of hand here. 3 players surviving.
lose 1 gun,
Forwards, less
but it's not too bad.
the next one, just the sheriff.
Brings out the op nice and early for the first buy rounds. Yeah, I think this is good. Okay, this is going to be interesting. We'll keep an eye on Aspas on this one.
Okay.
It's so bold, but I love it.
Do I prefer Bazooka or Fraud as Loud's coach? Again, we don't really know. It's too hard from the outside perspective to even know like how much impact they had, because Fraud was there while Bazooka was there for champs as well, so it's like we really don't know. So yeah, in terms of like working out coaches, man, it's a guessing game. No one really knows unless you're in the team and you've worked with people.
Hasn't been looking too hot, but in that pistol round now, looking to set their sights on this bonus here. Lovely knife early on, sets Aspas up on that deep angle towards B, while mid just gets explored by EG. Drone forwards needs to be broken here. Less is holding a one and done angle.
Yeah, you're right. Ethan didn't buy armor.
Aspas about to take contact.
See if that matters. Ethan, no armor. Contact over towards short with Spike as well.
Just throws the Nanoswarm. That gets rid of the defensive Nanoswarm, but there is still that Jet up in front of it, getting all of the information for Loud.
Yeah, he's going to be calling.
I'm a little bit worried for EG on this one at the moment. They take mid control. We get to the 50-second mark, so this is where everyone decides to kind of group up and actually do something. And the call is short A. Short A with pressure over towards middle.
The feint, as if it's going to be a B split here. Does Les call anyone over? Because at the moment, Loud are set up quite nicely.
We still got a flash here. Sadak's flash is everything, by the way.
Yeah, it is just 2 players left standing. It's going to be up to Sadak, really, to do the most from this spot. It's not going to be too much to contest. It's nowhere to...
Dude, 27 seconds they go over towards here. They haven't taken B main control. Oh man, Aspas can win this round on his own.
What they saw, but still into B main as Aspas holding his ground here. Oh, what a shot to
he's still here. He's still back. Keep an eye on the time. Yeah, they got to get the spike that is down over towards the site. 10 seconds. Oh, this is actually close.
8 seconds left. Got to get that
should be fine.
And right now.
Yeah.
Com's going to secure that one. They've left Jorgamo inserted deep down mid, and Demon 1 takes contact, one shot. Misses it. Oh, and what a read from 2Es, recognizing that there was a player there.
51 and 5 HP.
Not in control here for EG. It's
maybe they're actually playing for. I mean, Sadak has a small chance. He would have to hit ridiculous shots. Okay, nicely done. I tell you what, even though Demon 1 kind of cleaned up over towards spawn here, Com got the most important kill for me over towards main. He absolutely wrecked him. Yeah, Aspas is going to feel a little bit gutted here. Could have won this.
Not only has Aspas been denied that one through his death,
dude, his pre-aim is crazy good.
Like that, we might see him
actually on his head.
Matches have unreal performances. It's the Jets over Mirror that I'm so excited to watch.
Okay, enough people died that this is a mad important round. 3 people for EG can't buy, all 5 can't buy for Loud after this one. So attack op is out. Again, when they need to enter over towards the site, you're going to see this throw him probably to boost you, and then he's going to dash in.
Still holding it. No one in a sight line, not anytime soon. Flash and a recon play actually tags up Ethan. They weren't ready for it. A bit of counter spam.
No way, nice spam back. They actually traded out pretty well here.
Down to 52 health.
This is triggering a repush out through B main. They know there's an alarm bot down in this kind of area. Remove it, push back forwards, and that takes space away from Boostio.
It's kind of nice to get a lot of info, question mark, kind of created over towards here in terms of the pressure that might force EG to make a move.
A main, but just a drone, no tag still. Demon 1 really relying on him to set this one up. He wants to take a fight to him.
Whoa.
Sadak,
okay, nice.
Yeah, this
is
going towards the back here was 2 years.
This is Kang style, China style.
There is no go button being pressed by EG. They just waited out ever so slightly. Now waiting for a bit more of a response, or maybe just a util to come back online. Here's a smoke. Sent flying 2 years though, playing inside one of his own, and he's just spun out of it.
Dude, how is he getting so many important kills? Lovely flash. Wow, this was very nice. Very calm on this one.
Look at in control, gain the side, and no chance allowed. Now backing away, saving the guns.
It's interesting at the moment. They're just doing 4-1 all the time. 4-1 with Com on his own. So like they at the moment we 4 over towards mid, 1 over towards B main for the fast buy, and then second one 4 over towards short, 1 over towards here. So I'm not entirely sure that Loud have actually seen enough info yet. They know about it from the first round, maybe not this round. Oh no, they honestly should. If Loud, honestly, you might see an early timeout from Loud, because if Frod's taking notes, well, he might calm this. It's nice to see EG changing up how they normally play, though. I like the approach. It's good. Mr. Monster, thank you. Mystic, welcome in. I imagine Mystic's here. He's always lurking normally.
Was through Demon 1 finding these aggressive attacking off moments.
Shot.
And these shots are sharp.
Mr. Monster, thank you for doing that, mate.
break that Boostio inserted into that round as well.
Yeah.
Larkin, I don't know what him.
Man, see if they
Bruh,
use some
chat moves too
utility
fast
time.
these days.
And also just
He was asking for my
waiting time for
predictions.
Jordan to get another
I
smoke
mean,
back
I think Loud's
so
going to
that you
win. That's my
ensure there's
prediction.
no threat
Sorry,
that can
mate.
come
I
from
didn't see.
Grass.
I promise
It's
I'm
all
not ego
super
in you or
discipline
anything.
from EG so far.
It feels awkward to get a read on if you are Loud. Judge where your opponents are.
They had the chance for momentum in this map.
You watch my stream instead of mainstream? When you say mainstream, do you mean Tarek or the actual mainstream? Because honestly,
I've dodged.
number-wise,
Deep presence on the extremities. It's used to combat the drone, so Con was taken out of that one. We don't get to clear Wine out. Might have to use a bit more util on top of it. Just to get that peace of mind. For now, it's slow and steady.
Tarek owns, yeah, dude. It's actually incredible the amount of viewers he gets, bro.
The goal might be an
It's nice to see that he gives back as well. I'm excited for their tournament. Should be good.
Sky and shotguns. It's a match made in heaven.
I've seen him do some awful things with the judge. Now here's where the slower pace from EG.
Okay, real slow. Again, we just have a low buy coming in, so I'm a little bit. I mean, honestly, EG have been fine. They've been very in control with it. So the good news for Loud at the moment is the early info, and the good news for EG right now is they use the recon that they would have to 180 shoot once they enter over towards the site, and they're going to feel confident with 3-person stack. So yeah, although they're playing it really late, they're actually kind of in control.
Now the util's coming through. Kawazin is repositioned to the back of the side here to try and take care of this one. Hunter's Fury ripping through. There's a connection, there's a tag, and there's the damage all combined up. Lovely shots. Patience from Kawazin. It is traded out, and Aspas with the blade, so maybe can make something of this. Had to back away from it.
This is great.
Oh,
although the time is low, again, they're still very in control with it.
It's still Loud. Want to make a decent go at this one here. They're not really risking the weapons into it, but EG, they fight them back. Using their own flashes. It's Ethan setting them up as well, all the way through into the wall. Bullet to the cranium. Waiting
Nice
it out though,
damage.
2 years. What more can you do? It's brought it to a 1v2, surely. There's not enough time, but potential's there. Knife missed. Now you really have to get a move on. Starting to hear it tick. Dart is dodged. The positioning is being played immaculately by Com. He doesn't actually have util to push this one away. And 2 years seeking to just salvage a couple of weapons. Will be punished for it.
I mean, honestly, I would be so fine for a timeout.
Than EG would have liked. Perhaps a bit of hubris towards the end, trying to challenge 2Es like that. But at the same time, their economy is still in a
I think
perfect
this is
spot.
good. And again, they can talk about the 4-1 approach. They can talk about multiple things. The 4-1 approach that they keep on doing. And then obviously in terms of like how late they're playing, they can talk about that. But majority of the time when you play a certain style like this, it now means that this is EG's cue to change up their play as well. So we will see. They might go a little bit faster here.
2Ks, 3Ks to be able to win out rounds. But Loud have not found any success since the pistol. And on the pistol, it was a trap play that caught EG.
Janus CTY, what's up, bro? Thank you so much. Thank you for the 7 months, mate. Appreciate that.
That's something that EG have talked about a lot when they approach Ascent recently, is Demon 1
Time for a fast round, maybe.
where he wants to play for a pick on their attack side, and them creating space to put him in a
Might
good
be a
spot
little bit
within
too
the first,
obvious.
like, 30
Who
seconds,
knows?
and seeing if they can generate advantages based off that. So instead of Demon 1 being the guy that's always really mobile around the map, it's the rest of the team. Once they get that jet in a position to fight.
It'd be really quite hard as well to get a read on.
Nah, I don't think so, Natanzi. I got a lot of stuff that I need to be done.
They've been putting a firm emphasis when it comes
I'm busy at the moment, honestly.
Making sure that they spot out the tendencies they've been saying in
Okay,
interviews,
Op comes out, Odin comes out. Big ult, so they got a lot to play with in terms of this one.
Their usual reactions are.
Demon 1 sticking with the Op on attack.
The way they've been playing this attack
So
side,
yeah, might be doing picks still here as well.
It's very difficult to get a read on them, to get a hold on them.
Aspas is going for the glass cannon.
Looks like smoke goes over towards short here though.
But yeah.
So I don't think Aspas is going to get anything from this. Right, is it smoke middle or smoke short? Oh, okay, maybe.
Towards Cat.
Not a chance someone gives them a pick here, right?
To that side line. But maybe they will just about now to jump spot.
I mean, it's a pretty good jump peek.
Spotting out where the operator is. Now Aspas looking to reposition as well to make the most of it.
Hello, Keeper. How we done?
0 point that Ethan just threw. A lineup that goes all the way back into spawn, I assume to try and catch a Killjoy that would be playing in an anti-KO setup. Ooh. Because he's one away from the null command. EG are thinking about Loud countering their KO ult before it's even online.
Damn, Sideshow really turned American. The anti. Respect.
Open towards tree.
He's
This
embracing
is a
it.
weird one from EG.
Yeah.
Overcooking things, I think,
The
towards the A side of the
anti-KO.
map rather than just keeping it simple. Getting in their own heads about what Loud would have called coming out of the tag timeout.
He says anti all the time.
Away towards B.
That's so good.
Players again. If they're pushing back, it's
EG,
less than Kawazine. They've been
I like what they're doing, okay? So in terms of what they were doing the 4-1. A lot of times the 1 was over towards the Sova. They knew that in the timeout they were going to be talking about this, and now they're grouping more. We have the 4-1, but this time it's the Omen on their own. So when they see the Sova stuff, they're going to think that actually might be the Sova on his own, but this time it's numbers. So I like this from EG. Still late on the time, though. Holy. Yeah, Observer picked the wrong one there. Nicely done from Les. Let's get a replay on this one.
Les was an absolute monster against EG when they faced off twice in Americas. And Les has continued that monstrous performance all throughout Champions 2. You could argue one of the biggest reasons that Loud didn't
They don't
perform
taunt
at
too
Tokyo
much for
was
this.
because Les was not running around
Yeah, you
destroying
lot need to
people.
relax.
Look how hungry he is to try and take the fight. Feeds
Little
himself
peek
into
on
the ball
top.
of Jorgamo.
Bro, you got enough money. Go for it.
That
Go on,
loss,
swing it.
They will not be too
day.
bothered about. The 3K is exactly what the doctor ordered for Loud coming out of the tag timeout when their economy
very
was
nice
about to
from
get
him.
squeezed again. How does he so consistently find these spots?
Damn, the timing on this peak is outrageous, though. Let them think that the whole of lane was clear, and then just late swinging.
He's just got such a read on the game.
Yeah, his internal clock there is
There
ridiculous.
it is. Brings us 3-3.
Oh my god,
Plenty of
dude, it was
options
on his head at
either
one point.
side. That is the counterplay, honestly, where Kawazine is placed and stood. Potential there for that to go really wrong. No command.
Yeah, the Odin off
Right
is...
here. No chance.
Damn, the Odin
Get
off
past the
really
choke
is in
point, Demon
full
One.
swing at the
Does not
moment.
step foot.
They try and force
Good
over
sight.
towards
No
B
dart
again,
breakers
and
again
yeah,
from
mate,
EG.
this is looking like a
The counter
nightmare.
spam, though.
Okay.
Kawazine getting a little bit too risky with it. But a lot of damage has been done to these EG players. Look at how low they are. Ethan, Boostio. Single shot will really bring them down.
And you take that every day of the week if you're Loud. You stop them from getting into sight with an ult command. That doesn't happen every day.
Not committing the ultimate there, just to clear the bottom section of mid.
I was gonna say, bro's scared of middle in terms of that.
Primed to tear
But his
through
alarm bot's
Ethan,
up. He should feel
Boostio,
fine.
And potentially calm all
His
of these
jump
players
spot.
that have
Oh,
taken
man.
chip damage.
This could be devastating.
It's a nice idea, but no damage done to Sarak, who
Yeah.
holds strong.
Dude, look at their
Yeah.
HPs. This
Shot
could
down,
be
they just
absolutely
take it.
devastating.
Lockdown as
They have a
well.
smoke for him
This is
to
such a
lock into
massive
as well.
investment of ultimates.
Dude, he's getting in this
Nice
smoke. Are they gonna
attacks.
spam it?
Pressure across the board. Does he have the line up
Looks
right?
good.
Sadak
Oh, it
needs to
looks
be
too far.
midpoint, really.
I
Bit
take
of
it all
extra
back.
Damage will also maybe get it done, but no, doesn't break it. 2 seconds remaining.
Dude, with the judge, I really thought he was
Softening
gonna
up
stick
players on
close.
either
I'm not
side
gonna lie
here.
to you.
The side gained, will they get access to it with 20
He's
seconds left?
a
They'll
better
make their
man than I
moves
am. I'm
into
sending
side
it with the
spike.
judge there at one point.
He's got it in his hands. Plan. Finally going down here. Needs to be holding this one.
Still very good retake for them in terms of it. They got their own killjoy ult.
And now seek to take full advantage of that fact. Jorgamo's in quite an interesting spot here over towards B main. He can still get into a bit of an aggressive angle.
nothing to
despite
combo
his
this, though.
lockdown.
It won't clear the back of the side as well. Players from EG can still sit there all the way towards the back. It only clears.
Doesn't give him too much. A lot of it, I mean, this whole thing is on Juggernaut,
Absolutely
really.
everything. Flash play. Oh my God, Sadak. Almost grabbing the 2 here, and it is about that timing as fast. Pure reactions. Into the back,
Not
though.
this guy.
Spam through the wall will not be enough for the box as well. Tracking them all the way through Com. Right click.
Damn.
The classic to win the club.
Damn, he does it again. 8 HP. Another 1v2. He's unstoppable on this map.
Com is back in unreal form.
it's just ridiculous.
repeating what he did
It's non-stop.
yesterday. Except this time the rest of his team also stepping up, not just Com up at the top of the scoreboard, having to carry them through these moments. Put this guy on Ascent with Odin in hand, and he's going to be delivering huge moments.
Form that he has been in.
Nice, let's go.
He looks so good. Here's another clash early on in A main.
Hello.
Oh, okay, yeah, they go for the don't know who came up with this fast, but there's a lot of teams. Navi,
one away, but EG
Liquid, even EG use this as well.
This is pure reactions off of
Yeah,
this
just the KO flash over, the insta TP, insta swing.
Very close. Com managing to dodge, gets his own
Yeah,
online.
it became
Com is
just becoming just a
unreal
set play
with
for
his
sure.
silver ultimates.
This is kind of
He
nice
has the
though.
most in
They
the
lose
tournament so
Ethan and they
far
get rid
by
of the
a long
smoker.
shot.
That's kind of strong. Still,
just to compare between him and Cowan's,
kind of fine with
he
the
has found
trade.
7 times more silver.
We go for the
ult
Hiko, an
kills per
absolute
round.
classic. Recon's going over towards short. If it doesn't hit anyone, then we ult sight. We
So,
go over towards sight.
very
Les is in a
good with this
really
ult.
good
You
spot
give
once
him
this
an
ult goes
opportunity.
to just
And Loud
take
have moved up over
control of
towards
middle
Cat.
and go
Demon
behind.
One
Honestly,
smells
Loud have a
everything
very
that's
good
solid
stack,
instead of
even
the
though
push.
they are low by him.
Sadak's quicker with the
Left
Bucky.
click on Bucky's ridiculous.
Two.
That's unlucky.
This
Bro's
Util
just
coming
playing,
their way now with the paranoia, and the dart doesn't get cleared, and here it is, yeah, the Hunter's Fury. So damn difficult to really pass through.
Bro's
You
playing
cannot
shotgun
stand your
only.
ground against it. It's going to pave the way. Access towards tree control, but maybe the side as well. Still, there are Loud players ready to receive. Push them back less, really onto the flank there, just cannot quite rattle the shots off. Calming down the aim there with the Sheriff. Spike down now. Pushing towards the round. Bullets flying through. Aspas tucked into the corner using the smokes against
They
them. This
have
is
no
to hell.
idea he's here.
Are they going to be aware of this?
Even if they weren't, how do Aspas and Cowanzine recover a situation like this? The first one, great.
Maybe
But
like
there's
that.
still 2 players
Yeah,
in
he
aim.
loves
The
it.
dash,
He would really want that
upgrade,
gun.
received. Got to cover the fire all the way through here, back towards Jenny, and yeah, Demon
Damn,
One.
Demon One was
What is
fragging
that?
out here. Again, shout out to
Safety
Com here,
number
kind of just
short,
saved
but
them over towards short. The ult, the
Didn't
recon
know where
was
his
good.
targets were that he was shooting at. I mean, Aspas was hiding inside the cloud burst.
11 and 5.
Nasty stuff from Demon One.
And it's so great that we get to see EG playing against Loud when both of these Jet players are in excellent form. Aspas was dunking on Fnatic in that match that we saw just earlier, and Demon One's been the highest performing player at Champions, still leading the way in terms of kill per round.
Mr. Monster, what's up, bro? How we doing? Thank you for the gifted. Retrograde, welcome into the Slug Club. Thank you for that, Mr. Monster. Appreciate it. Right, now we're going to the full buy round.
This time, though, he's ready and awoken. Oh,
Timing on that one. Okay, important round for Loud though, because honestly this is getting a little bit out of control, especially if they lose this one. Money's in the bin.
He repositions the top side of mid now, smoke in their face though, on top of it. It's really quite difficult to get a read in terms of what EG are running. The drone not broken.
I like this turret though as well.
Yeah, and after that round where they mixed it up with the 4-1 over towards middle, they're kind of going back to what they were originally doing, where it's just like the pack comes on his own, creating a lot of pressure. This time, I mean, yeah, Omen's about to join them as well. So they mixed it up a little bit after the timeout, and now they're just back to their original. It looks hard to play against in terms of getting a good read.
Missing a jump here. He's not going to be in position to use Util.
That's good information as well. They now know that Demon One is here.
BLBE, what's up, bro?
Arguably a little
With the
early,
2
but it
months
was
as
also
well.
timed
Thank
with
you so
Ethan
much.
using
What
his
is this
0
timing
point.
like
5
here?
seconds left. This push into mid. Kong doesn't win it. Whether a sound cue or not, Aspas was just aware.
32 seconds. We got the jet luck. They're gonna get rid of the op soon.
But are they gonna clear
Like it
close
after
to the
this
side?
round.
Less still tucked, and well, it's all patience being played, ripping them apart. Jorgmo, he barrels
believe
through
Busto got a
main.
kill,
Demon
though.
One's trapped though, and Aspas has got him right in his sights. One player left to do the most with Jorgmo in a 1v3.
Aspas got the kill on short, right? And then he insta-dashed towards top mid so he could get to A main a little bit earlier than the timing would suggest, so he's not gonna...
One kill, collected and traded though.
Close.
So Loud.
Yeah, he didn't expect him, but he saw
Good with
the
discipline.
saw
One
the
of the
jiggle
things they've been
peek.
carrying forwards in this tournament.
I think they needed this win. This round, absolute necessity for them. They couldn't afford their economy to
Yeah,
get
they
broken
have to,
again.
but they didn't keep enough people alive in
You
terms of
talked
this.
about
Like, it
earlier,
wasn't
the fact
clean
that
enough,
Loud's
so they have the
defensive
same
rounds have not been to the
economy
same
issue.
level as we've seen in previous years. In 2022, they felt utterly untouchable.
Sadak
on
picks up
defense
the op.
side of Ascent.
Throw that one over.
This has been a different story with Loud. It's recently been a map that they've had a revival on, but they're going to need pretty much the rest of the rounds in this half to feel comfortable.
Still money available on either side.
And Demon One committing heavily to this attack-sided operator.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm actually surprised after this round that they still went for this.
Today,
But
part of
maybe
the
they're
game
going to be
plan,
looser in terms of
or whether he
him
feels like
throwing
he
it
has a
back
hot
over.
hand. He's
Not
been
sure.
playing with it a lot.
Might be one of those
Again,
days that
we've
the drone's
seen
not broken again.
teams used to really avoid doing this,
Spot this lineup as
but
well. It's
it's
gonna be landing
become
on
way
two
more
for
common.
Lambot.
Again, it is like
To
the
mid, the usual
it
placement
is the
for it.
meta. Does that hit this? It is the
get
meta in
broken.
China at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah, it's It's a little deeper than you
Yeah,
might
I think it
expect,
lands
where
like
Lester's
here,
played
so it
a
didn't
lot
go
more.
far enough.
And Lester's been pretty creative with his killjoy utility. Prior round, he was set up over towards A, got them very good information, allowed him to tuck in a one and done and switch and win the round. EG now grouping up over towards A. And they've actually swapped off the operator.
Dude,
so look, Comms
every
picked
time
that
they
one
change
up.
it. Okay, yeah, so this is what I
Number
thought was
one.
going to happen in terms of...
With rifle in
It
hand,
felt like they
looking to
needed
enter
Jet,
now.
especially in the
This
round
looks like
before, they
they're
definitely
waiting
needed
for the
Jet to actually
second
send
cycle
it
of
over
the 0
towards the
points to
site
avoid
itself,
that.
so I was surprised they got the
But it
op,
gets
but it
pushed
makes
over
sense they
towards
get rid of
B.
it early, because talking about the
But
same
now with
things,
no
well, same worries that I was
utility
having.
there to identify that EG is set up for an A stack.
Have to expect this. I mean,
Loud have a
Aspas,
very
go
good
for it.
setup
Yeah,
on
he's
A
got
at the
this
moment.
now.
It all depends on
Gonna
this
go flash
flash.
over the top. That's a great connection. Tuck to the
Good
corner,
flash.
but already you can see Demon One. He's into the side. Dash to try and escape the updraft. The movement is very, very clean. That's Sadak. Takes a peek at the timing. The dial not being broken in time. It really does light up the targets. Enough for Demon One to be taken care of. Drone double
Damn, got a
tagged up.
double.
Nothing for the players to do through that choke point. They have been
Keep an
bolted
eye on the
down
gun
with 15
shot.
seconds remaining. It's gonna have to be brute
He's
force if the attempt from EG
insanely
if they want
late
to have a
shot.
go at this one.
He has to
All the
make
way
a
through,
play.
being covered. Boostio, but again,
Is enough to make sure that the spike
Kill
can cross.
confirmed
Pretty
still
cool.
into the site plant. Being stuck down now. Ethan is on an island. He needs Com's help, but Com just holding down this one avenue, and he's only got the operator.
Double smoke.
Inevitable for Loud to win that one.
What
Too
is killing?
sharp as well from Les and
Okay, yeah,
Aspas.
very, very nice
There were a
from them.
couple of moments towards the end there where
They're definitely
EG's
getting rid of the op.
players are in positions to maybe get
Also,
the
because they can't
2K.
afford it.
Specifically Boostio, played in by Ethan's jiggling over towards A main, and yet couldn't make it happen. The trade, excellent from Les.
Yeah, I mean, less
Then
than
winning the
Aspas,
1v1
though.
against Ethan too. When Les is hitting like this, when he's up at the top of the scoreboard, he just turns even situations so heavily in favor of Loud and can rescue them from spots that otherwise would fall by the wayside. Loud have recovered this. It's up to 5 apiece.
All right.
And
Let's see what
EG
they're going to
themselves
do with
forced
the
to take a
timeout.
tactical
Again, they have a lot of options. They've been mixing it up.
These last two, trying to make their mark. Feels like Les as well, not really being forced to use this lockdown. He's had it lead for most of the half. In terms of the ults, online. Money is short for EG as well. This timeout's going to be used to maybe cook up something a little bit cheeky. They have a Blade Storm talking about if they do want to fully invest, I imagine, into the round. Just around that one ultimate that Demon One has, but other than that, it will probably be for the 12th round, the final round of the first half.
And it's great to see this series, which is going to be a marathon, start out with a really tight, tense first map.
Yeah.
Because in the history of these two squads, they've thrown haymakers at each other. We've seen 13 threes multiple
I mean,
times.
it's been
We've
really,
seen the
like, it's been
13-0
slow
between
play. It
these
feels like
two
every
teams
round's
as
going
well.
to like 30 seconds at the
They
moment.
like their reads, they
There
do
has
a
been
lot of
nothing
prep on their
fast
opponent,
at all.
and that can
from
lead to
EG.
situations where you just have a gut feeling or some kind of anti-strat that works perfectly, and you get blowout maps. Those may come later on in this series, but for now...
Okay, Lobai comes in.
Very
You've
back
got
and
Demons
forth.
ones, ult
Loud
to
starting
work
to
with,
recover.
and
Though even if they take the lead, this will be a good half
Les
for
has
EG.
his ult as
5 on
well.
the attack side of the set.
Sadak's still on the
More
judge.
than enough.
That kind of shows how low the money's been like with a lot of this though.
Sounds up quite well.
Like although they won the 2 rounds in a row, it's been every time it's been 2 people surviving.
Watching down mid. Drone from Com. If he tucks into this corner, Com actually not managed to get over the top there, so it won't clear deep into Pizza. Aspas can be safe tucked into that corner.
Yeah, Aspas has a chance here.
Demon One caught on that, but it's ambiguous information. Not sure whether he's taking that pick over towards Catwalk or...
Drone goes over
A.
towards B, clears a lot of B. They see the turret. Turret's still in range
Either way,
though,
the
so it
Jet
doesn't
is
give them
leading
like too much info.
towards finding picks over on the A side of the map.
Nade goes in with the info
Loud
here
are gonna
though
keep
as well.
3
They
players in that
have
area.
push one over
With
once they hear the
lessons
nade in
to
terms of
updraft
KO
available.
being here.
Oh,
So
this
this
time the flash. It's all supposed to be coordinated
Yeah,
together.
I was a
to
little bit
maybe earn
unlucky.
EG a pick.
tried to set up their
Very rare that you see the mistiming.
I guess like the hero ult into this one though. Is a nice attempt.
Smoke's fading though. Close to the corner. Sadak waiting. Lovely knife.
Yeah, that's a
Blade Storm's not
nightmare.
available for them anymore. I mean,
And
EG just losing the war of attrition
and they're
here.
just
They try
called
and
to
use
go
his
in. He
utility.
pops the dash as well here.
The weaker buy,
Pivot
of course,
over
Loud can be able to
towards
outpace
B
them
with
most of the
25
times. They're
seconds.
trying
As
to
we
set
can see in the
up like
minimap,
a
it's a
fake.
nice call though.
Shot hits.
Damn,
Boostio.
that didn't kill.
It's weak. Aspas didn't have to use the dash to get out of there. TP
Ult
towards the
goes
backpack,
back as
towards the
sight.
access
He has
towards the
one
site.
smoke that
Calling
needs
it
to
the
go
team.
spawn.
The time is of the essence, and the spike has not made its way towards it. How do they get through this
10
choke point?
seconds.
10 seconds. They have to
They-
try and get in.
honestly,
There
this
no
is
damage really
kinda
being
on.
done. Ethan starting to get a plant out
Keep
now.
an eye on the guy in middle. This was
Post-op
this was
positioning
a
for
very
EG.
nice call on this.
The could pay off massively. Boostio.
Killjoy, I don't think does too much. They can just get over towards spawn, towards the back of the site.
The lockdown will push them back. No detainments though. Boostio.
Wait, they're
can
not
land
even
the shot. Now he's
considering
been
this
spotted
guy.
out. There has to be a clearance from Loud. To be main, Demon 1 holding the close corner, but as the smoke fades, the damage is done. Aspas
Dude,
narrowly
so
escaping,
much.
knives just hitting the shins.
They're
Still
actually
alive
going to
in the
win this
action
one.
here, but there's a player disadvantage, and it is massive right now. Loud being picked apart, pulled to pieces from every single avenue, and time ticking away from them. This is a round win for EG. They have done the most.
Right, fair play. This was a very impressive round. The calling here was great. They keep entering sites with like 10 seconds left. And Loud is just like over-rotating with the information that they got here. The call at like, what, 32 seconds once they got hit with the knife, once the dash got popped here to go all the way around was really bold, but really nice. Also, once they have the Killjoy ult down, they actually did great getting so many people over towards B main. We had 2 people in B main, 1 over towards middle. Like, their after pump positions here were great. Kind of used the Killjoy ult against them, knowing that they weren't going to be flooding through that smoke until like 3 seconds had gone by. If anything, the Killjoy ult felt like it helped EG, just because they played around it so well. It was great.
Right back into it. Different lineup this time.
Does this one hit?
And it
does hit this time, so that's kind of nice.
Instead, it's Sadak though. The threat.
Bro's been on a judge. I mean, he's had a shotgun 4 rounds now.
The last few rounds to try and boost the economy and make this an even
Turret
half.
is going to spot. He's going to swing. How many does he get, if any? Does he jump? How are we doing it? What's the tech? He's going to hear the drone and then he's going to insta-swing. How did it go in between them? This is the only damage. That's a little bit unlucky. That's a nice trade-off, though. They get over towards site. So they lose smoke in the afterplant. Again, they've been very good at making sure they have someone over towards B main. This time it's calm.
He's going to be in a position where he has lockdown available. So you see him deploy it here. What's the decision for Loud?
Oh, that's a great timed ult. Yeah, they kind of want to spam this.
Bullets raining down, but he does survive. But the moment
Yeah, he just needs to stay alive, play some time.
Does not bring him down. You got to respect the lockdown back towards
EG.
the side. Given
Oh man,
the most perfect of timings.
what really? He's played it so well. Didn't want to get them out in the open, and because he didn't peek means that he can just get everything for it. Bro, they're so good in the after plants. Yeah, this was an actual masterclass in terms of attack. I was really impressed here. Yeah, it really was.
What an excellent way of stopping Loud after they got them.
Every time they got B, they just made sure they had someone over towards B main, and then they just couldn't retake, ever. How many afterplants did they win on B? Even that 1 on 2 was over towards B.
This map historically one of Loud's best, but EG recently, with their approach, with Demon 1 in the roster, just looked immaculate here. Boostio's attack side calling continues to be a masterpiece.
Yeah,
and they're up.
It's a ridiculously good half. In terms of the pistol rounds as well, like, that's on the attack. They got 7 without a pistol. Yeah, Reprovise, it's wild, bro.
That was pretty dang good. All right. Let's go and get right into business here and jump into our Verizon high-speed moment of the match, because it comes from Calm. And, you know, we keep giving this kid all the flowers, all the accommodations, and talking big about him, but he really has been just performing out of his mind, Mel.
Yeah, his performance from yesterday was not a one-off, as we're clearly seeing with a 7-5 lead. And this clutch, again, the util is looking impeccable from him. And the game sense to put the Odin up. He has plenty of bullets, by the way, here. But to put it down, pull out the classic, because he knows this is a close angle. It's a really bad angle for him to peek into Aspas. So he pulls out the classic so his barrel doesn't show. He has a bit more mobility. He can jump around. He can make it really hard for Aspas to get any damage out of him. And it just, having these big clutch moments again and again, and his big clutch
these two
I cannot be understated.
Popping.
I mean, those
that's pretty high UCS considering the kills.
As far as its decision making is concerned, is just absolutely incredible. These two players have been looking good. One of the things we were talking about is that it cannot just be Calm by himself. He has to be supported by the rest of the team. Demon 1 was fairly absent yesterday on that Ascent map. Today, he is roaring to the front. A star-studded performance from him thus far.
And beyond that, the calling from EG in that half was incredible. Boostio starts off with these really complicated double
Yeah, I
fakes,
think that's
leading
the
it
thing
down
that
to
was
just
the
a few
most
seconds
impressive.
left on the clock. Winning
is,
those
like,
then simplifies the round.
When it got to like the 20-second mark, they were very calm with everything.
And with 7-5,
the amount of plants that they got within the last
it's
15
gonna be
seconds
really
was
tough for Loud to
crazy.
do the same.
Yeah, well, we're going to see how this all shakes up as we get ready for the pistol and send it back over to
Just
Brennan
a bit of
Sideshow.
pressure on like the 35, 40-second mark. Over rotate came in, and every single time they just went all the way back. And then the after plant, because they were smoking spawn and they couldn't flood after plant, they just made sure they had B main. They won all the after plants. That half of pistol was wild. Again, 1-0. We'll keep it on track of it.
Two players deep into mid.
Yeah, this looks aggressive, actually, from EG. Like, Ethan and Demon 1 want to fight this. Oh my god, what a shot to open.
Okay.
What a way to announce yourself in the second half.
Damn, it's a nice shot.
Instant jet differential.
Yeah, you're going to be feeling that one for days. He is ringing.
And there is so much more of this match, so much more
Man, he's so
of this
confident
head-to-head
too, and
left
they
to
want to
go.
kind of flood over towards this as
The
well.
catwalk.
Whoever gets
Oh,
contact,
he's
the
gotta
other
be
people are
pressured
swinging
slightly.
from short or middle. There's contact. Are they swinging?
Push off
Yes,
this.
they are.
Okay, Yuto being broken here. The time that was
Very nicely
just
done.
unfortunate for Sadak, but Ethan impeccable.
Dude, I'm telling you, the amount of I was talking about this last year as well. The amount of times that a mid crunch works on a pistol on defense is ridiculous. Like I'm telling you,
This level of aggression.
I'm telling you, it actually has like an 80+% win rate, and we see it
Awesome round.
all the time.
Both teams having a good pistol on defense where they designed to collapse
Yeah,
mid.
again,
This
another
one
crunch over towards
off the
middle.
back
Every
of
team's running
contact,
it.
and that triggers a recon dart from Com that was flown from so far away, right back towards the heaven window, landed over in tiles and set up for this push. But it's all open by that exceptional Sheriff shot as well from Demon 1. Again, best statistical player of the tournament so far, Demon 1, and showing no signs of slowing down, even against an Aspas who played phenomenally against Fnatic. Aspas was plus 20 against Fnatic. And Demon 1's doing stuff like that to him.
Both monsters in their own right. But today, Demon 1, at least for now, seems to be
EG said they play like Paper Rex. Yeah, man, they don't, man.
grouped up now, Loud.
I don't know where they got
Players
that
over to
from, man.
Sheriffs.
I don't know where they think that they play like Paper Rex.
Turret.
No one really plays like Paper Rex other than Paper
Oh,
Rex.
as soon as the orb is taken, that shot dart doing a lot of damage.
And the second one too.
Tons of damage.
And look, Com might have just won this round already.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. They
It's just
chunked
softened up
them.
all of the players that would be a threat, that are trying to take aggressive positions.
Out on their eco. On the game plan they have in mind, honestly, is to try and farm up these orbs as well. Looks like they're funneling them into Sadhak. They still have A main control. I mean, 2 years disrespected that earlier into the round. He's just been holding on to it since.
In terms of it, EG can have one death.
Way down mid. Boostio
Oh, boy, really?
has got his line.
Damn, bro.
Detonates vulnerability across the targets. Across the
Chat,
board.
I'll wait. I'll wait for this round and then
Still,
I'll
the amount
do
of
it.
damage has been done prior. You
Dude, my
have to
internet's so fine as well.
an easy solve for EG. These players might be getting squeezed though soon enough.
Especially with Boostio's positioning, he's really isolated. He can't afford to reposition particularly.
If this gets cleared, might be
Bro, he's gonna
dangerous
clean up. He's gonna be
moments.
so close to
Back
his ult.
towards it. So
Oh.
many chances. Kawazine.
How's he not cleaned up? 23 and 19 HP. Dude, it was chat. You can't get angry at me for that one. They were both low HPs.
Gotta appreciate that one, Ethan. The supplementary utility from this guy is just in another class of its
Nicely
own.
done. Yeah, nice flash over the top.
Best supported player in the world shows you why he deserves that title once again. And excellent stuff from the bottom of the scoreboard.
Still though, I mean, Boostio would have
From
loved to have
downtown,
cleaned that one
throwing
up.
the
His ult
flashes.
early on would have been everything for them, but they might be able to get it for the
That
fast
was a
buy.
pretty aggressive position for Boostio, and it looked dangerous there for a moment too. You know, Com got lit up by a dart. He could have easily been taken down, and suddenly there's no one actually for Ethan to throw that supportive utility.
Use
even
percentages,
for.
bro. That's the
It's also
percentage
taken
there.
a
The
lot of
people
the
running
sting
through
out of his
Hero on like
bonus.
47 and 54 HP or something. Like he should be getting them.
Demon 1 and a Sheriff in hand, we've already seen what he's capable of. Both of these squads have very different ideas about how to approach their attack side. Loud love to be going for these 4-1 approaches where Les is the only player towards the B side of the map. And Loud will hard focus on winning A main control at all costs.
This is nice. Double info over towards middle. 4-1 stack. Still kind of creates the pressure once you see the turret or the alarm bot that there's at least 2 here. It's a nice bonus from them.
Pure bonus round for them. Looks like they're setting up as well just the stack.
Mirza Ahmed, what's up, bro? How we doing? I think that's how I say it. Thank you for the 4 months, bro. Appreciate you. Thanks for the tier 1, mate.
Drone through mid continues to
drone through mid, knife through mid doesn't really mean too much until they clear this. And again, this is just full info for EGs. We can see we're hitting over towards A. Damn. This bonus is looking scary right now, the lower this gets.
This is definitely danger for Loud.
Yeah, and this drone might not even see anyone.
Indicates that this is going to be an A split straight into these 4 defending players.
Drone through players off the back of it, Ethan. Was a flash.
Oh, that gets
waiting.
4?
It's time to strike now. Players starting to really move through here. The dart wasn't cleared though. Jogamo lit up. Counter utility still being used all the way through. Push forwards. There was that flash. Ethan is in their faces all the way through. Team of 1. Nasty with it. Can't reset it enough for the sheriff shot though. Can't claim the second still. Give it to Com.
Still no plan.
Go down now.
Dude, that knife kind of saves them, by the way. Who's the plan to low HP? Yeah.
Maybe Com just thinking, okay, get the rifle. Cheeky little prize. Does he still want to make a go of this?
He's gonna get so much damage. Why is he always doing this? Why is he always round the world in? This is nice though. He's gonna wait for them, and hopefully they exit over towards spawn. He just wants to do damage, and this is the perfect thing to do, to be honest. Let's see what they decide. Are they gonna read into this and exit over towards spawn? I imagine so.
Yeah.
In the wise words of Mimi.
But it's about his, how agile he plays it. He messes with your internal
especially when the smoke comes down, but he reads it well.
Oh, look at how good this is from Loud, though.
This is nice from everyone, though. It's nice from him, nice from them realizing. Green _ Lantern, thank you for the 7 months, mate. Thanks for using Prime on me. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Exit where Com can't inflict any more damage.
Still, though, really good bonus. 2 kills, 2 armor. Like, that's great for them. Demon 1 gets his op out. 1, 2. I mean, it's basically a swing round.
It's this recon dart, honestly, that ends up taking all of the danger out of things. Ethan was ready to flash these players in, and yet they got caught. That's a good utility appreciator.
Okay, yeah, big swing round.
Me when I see people not dry peeking everywhere around the map.
Exactly. Cautious tale for both of these teams. Love to play it slow.
Sadak, though, benefiting from the fact that he was loaded with ult orbs early on in this half, now has his null command online really quite early. This is a big round. And he's instantly taken A main control.
Bro, when was the last chat? When was the last time we saw a turret here?
This could be a reclear though from EG. Yeah, the flash in.
Yep.
I can't remember the last time we saw a turret here.
Connection, no kills.
What I like about this too is it makes it much less likely from Loud's position that they recognize Demon 1 is also here with the operator. Why would you be going for a flash reclear of A main if the op is right behind it? Yeah,
it's a nice knife, goes in, gets 2, right? In terms of the info, yeah, they kind of changed their plan with that. Hit Omen, hit KO.
Going into an A split, which Sadak loves to call, but this time.
Okay, they have a bit more time than EG. We'll give them that one. We have alarm bot, then we have double kill lane, and we look over towards here. Com has his dude, and he has he has his recon first of all, and then he has drone if he wants it. Man, look at the preps it's gone in. Shoots his drone and then instant knows where their exec recon is going to be.
There's no suppression. Paranoia into the back. We see the same supportive utility to help him out. There were flashes. Said flying, but Com wasn't aware of it.
Yeah, the everyone's too strong here.
Again, barely just getting in there with enough time.
Nothing stopped this, right?
Nice kill. No, it's just a straight
That's
shot.
just a straight up pixel that he saw. Yeah, he saw a pixel. That was it.
It's a nice spot for Aspas to play high-lows with the rest of the team, but there's nobody from Loud in B main.
Yep.
They're all grouped up on site.
And that is critical.
Such a huge round this one for the retake. Again,
into the retake, this high ground.
It's a swing round. It's got to eco after this.
Pixel and angle, Paranoia, massive connection. Multiple players now fully blinded up. Close to the corner, they're all being dealt with at the back of the site.
Counts in 1v3.
1v2, 1v1.
Whoa, 32 HP. That's what it comes down to. The rock of the team.
The safe pair of hands takes things home for EG. with an excellent, diligent
now
retake.
what? These two are wrecked. I don't know if Aspas is anywhere close to his
Loud
ult.
have such phenomenal post-plant positions there on site. Yes, they don't have anybody tucked towards logs or market or B main.
They're really going to buy with two people taking a hit?
Play on site, I really like what they were going for. And most of that setup
I think they kind of got to, because they got to break their econ as well.
It just sails through. Player close gets caught by hit.
This was
Aspas gets
really
caught by hit
close.
on his higher setup. Breaks those crossfires and allows EG to get in.
Nice, let's go. That's huge.
That's the tension
Yep,
in a
that is.
1v1.
And yeah, they do buy into this one.
Flash and a recon.
Double share.
Towards back. Ethan is disrespecting all of this. I mean,
What the hell? They felt crazy confident with that. He did have the op with him, so it doesn't look as wild as it actually was.
They're exploring into middle.
Oh, they have Omen Flash for this if they want to. Is that what he's gearing up for, or are we smoking middle? Big kill setup over towards Shore. Turret to slow them down as well.
One less. Spotted him first. Damage done, no kill.
But with this info, they kind of realize that it's the 4-1, but there's still so much time to rotate. But they're going to keep the 3 stack here pretty good with the Killjoy.
Hold that space for him to use lockdown.
Yeah,
But
just
now he's
before the night.
early and he gets caught. A random sheriff shot takes down the Killjoy and removes that lockdown, which EG would have been hoping to use for a retake.
The knife is going to hit him. That's why he set his stuff off early, and then they realized that it hit him, so they just
probably
spammed.
have to trade off the op with somebody else. It looks tough.
Yeah, let's see how this gets played now. Go either way.
So bear in mind for this one, we got 3 people that can't buy after it. So it's a massive round for EG. Like Loud realized how important it was if they could win this, that they still win this, they have the eco.
Time will really begin to start ticking.
Especially when Currency has this Hunter's Fury at all times.
Yeah,
now what?
He is just really just buying all the more time for them. TP tonight, Juggernaut can't get it done here with the rifles as well. The angles are all known and noted.
It's like there's no smoke there. He's wrecking them. Okay, really nice. Strong decision to go for the force here. Paid off fully.
And all of that
Money's
down, I
wrecked.
think, to the fact that Busio
Again,
fell.
this round came down to a
Sheriff shot through
1-on-1,
smoke.
so the decision on here was
Spams
so
back
worth
towards
it.
him.
This is fully
And
back
he
on
doesn't
because
have
of
his
that round.
ultimate that they really needed for the retake. Look what that's done to EG's economy too. How does this shot happen? Oh, wow.
Talk about
Perfect one.
He hit him with the knife though, so he knew it was close.
I've definitely noticed with EG, and Bustio's talked about it in press conferences too, that when he has bad games individually, his calling also suffers. Now, he hasn't had a bad game in this match so far, but we saw him in the game against Paperex calling himself a disappointment and a fraud for going -24 in the series. You need to make sure that he's having good moments, not getting caught out, to keep the calling high.
The mental check. Okay, EG. Very disrespectful. Only with the classics, of course, just trying to brute force their way. Taking out A main control. Here's the response, though. Loud. Spotting it out. Close to the corner, though, is Calm. There's going to be a flash to clear it. Lovely bit of util now.
Shows the perfect sight. Nicely handled this one.
Receive. EG over the top now with a Blade Storm.
EG needs to do some...
Not really spotted here. It's a jump. And spot. That's the bait play.
That's so sick.
Oh, my God. Disgusting.
It's a great idea. Love to see it.
Yeah,
how
it's
many
normally,
knives did Demon 1 just expend there?
Oh, it
Oh,
doesn't
boy.
matter.
That's a gun.
That's still alive. Round to the corner.
Jesus
2 years shuts it down.
I think that's nice that he kind of knows that he has the KO, but the most likely the KO is going to get popped, and he has to kind of try and make an extra kill, extra bit of play before that happens. So the decision to dash here was actually pretty smart, knowing that the KO is going to come in. 3-on-3 as knives.
It is booming for Loud.
Sadak, though, was forced to use his ultimate in the midst of this round, and I think you can count that as a win. You can count that as some small victory, some silver lining for Evil Geniuses.
Did good damage though.
They're still 2 rounds up, and now have
damage.
fairly good ultimates. Specifically good retake ultimates too. Against what Loud are going to be throwing at you.
No timeout for this one from Loud? Okay. Yeah, a lot of ults on this.
Bustio is going back to this
Attack
Killjoy
Odin,
setup
defense
that's focused very
Odin.
heavily on
Money's
putting
still
double
low for
nanoswarms
EG.
and alarm bot,
Money's pretty good
defending
now
that
for Loud.
tree space so that he can use lockdown in the retake over towards A. It doesn't work as well when teams like
Dashing in was not the play. Chat, he was about to get kicked by the KO knife. He would have had a classic. His mate picked up the rifle. It was the right move.
Play towards mid here.
he realized the KO was online. He was going to have nothing for a retake.
Boostio would like to
He
hold
tried
on
to get an
this
extra
setup.
kill before the KO went off. It was very smart.
Triggering the turret just to see if there was a util trap play off of it. Alarm mod on top of it. So that's all the Killjoy utility removed.
Very early on, within the first 30 seconds. And that's going to be very helpful for Sadak as well as he builds an identity and a map in his head of what the defensive setup is like.
Got to kill main and the guy had a gun. Yeah, but his Omen teammate Jorgamo was here, TP'd onto the gun itself. He still had knives. He still had like a small second. Like it was split decision making, and it was 100% the best thing to do in this situation.
He's been holding down this B angle, but it's not to be received with a flash in his face. Will the peak timing be good enough? He's not going to be able to get out of there in time as well as Paranoia comes out of nowhere, near-sided, dashing even deeper into B main, using the smokes, trying to use them to his advantage. And here's the help, surely.
30 seconds left.
Even to the side, starting to make their way now into the site there. Nade at their feet, just trying to avoid it, dodge past it.
Omen flashback to site was pretty good, huh?
Into a blender. The kills need to be claimed right now for Loud all the way through here. And while it's less, is the one who's got them all in the blender.
I was going to say this guy back at site's going to clean up.
Jogamo
Jogamo actually did a lot. He did great, huh?
None the wiser, with no time left. Not a chance in hell. Jogamo will not let this one slip. Beautifully played.
Nicely done from Jogamo. Played it perfect. Little jiggle as well to see if he was committing or if not. I mean, Jogamo played this very nice. They're very. Tell you what, the thing that impresses me like a lot about EG, maybe not the most, but it feels like there is no timer, right? It doesn't matter about the time. They're very calm. If anything, it feels like they get a bit of a boost once the 10, 15-second mark hits.
To get into backside and reinforce this whole position. And as soon as there's somebody anchoring in that spot, it makes the supportive utility from Com and Ethan so much stronger too. Very nice setup from EG.
CNED is off Na'Vi.
Tell that both of these
Who reported it?
Expertly prepped.
Yeah. The time I've taken here for Loud. Got to give again immense credit. Demon 1, top form. Think about that prior round. Doesn't get the pick in B main. Yeah, he got traded out, but just enough delay, enough time being bought.
Not confirmed.
You could really cement up and bring the reinforcements in.
Honestly though, it kind of makes sense. Like when I was watching them, it made sense. Like a lot of people that watched the stream, it felt like something was wrong. So
wondering how Fnatic could lose twice.
It feels like that actually adds up in my head. Slipshot 8, what's up, bro? With the 8 months, thank you.
Equal to that task of taking down Fnatic at Tokyo, and Loud come into this match as the Dragon Slayers, returning to face EG, battle worn, but also with a trophy that should strike fear into the hearts of every squad that goes up against them.
Oh yeah.
We are the team that took down the favorites, and yet EG, right from the start, have shown the confidence to bring it to Loud and never play scared at any point.
Form has been such a factor. A lot of matches that we've been seeing.
Okay, the classic EG. They actually delayed this because they knew that they might be going for the drone. So instead of doing it right off the bat, they actually wait. That was really cool. That was a strong read into this round.
These ideas are so good from EG.
Yeah.
Stolen, refined, perfect. Demon 1 in an off angle, but dealt with by Sadak.
It was an unorthodox one.
Oh my god.
Flash plays all about
the flash on the flash. It's a huge overall. How many does he get for this? Extra?
At least help them out, but
God, it looked like he wrecked his teammate.
Okay, 2 players left standing. Boosty actually going to be committing the ult now. Trying to clear out this smoke. Fades away towards the side. Is he going to expect Aspas? Door needs to be broken. Reload inside. Everybody's got the knives under you.
No idea he was door.
Absolute disaster.
Boostio looking to put pressure on and had his own lockdown broken in the meantime. He's left in a 1v3. And despite the incredible start from EG, it went downhill so fast. Ooh. He's got the right read.
Yeah, 2 years ice cold, doesn't shift his position. Does he really make a play for this? That's a heavy face, and look at that.
They both wide swing on this.
Blood in the water. Chasing him down.
Does completely wreck the money though.
Decision easy for Boostio.
So as soon as they win one.
The ideas from EG in this round are excellent. I mean, right from the opening pick, but even then, when there was more tree.
Yeah, I mean, it all came down to the short drones. That was it.
With the Hunter's Fury.
The flash with the flash. Like, it all came down to who came on top of that. I want to say less killed on full blind as well. I'm not entirely sure. It felt like they all ate the flash. Maybe we get a replay of it.
great example of Loud being able to shrug off the pressure from EG.
Crowd feeling favoured for the plucky upstart that is EG. North American representatives here.
Recon goes middle, no one shoots this. Demon One's the only person with the hero gun, and it's a chance for them to build up some ults that they don't have. Yeah, as we talk about it, Sadak's the closest one to it, so that's the next one they're trying to get online.
They stacked 4 players over towards A. They just had
the spike as well.
Boostio's utility. Watching the rest of the map, it looks like a very similar setup here again.
Smoking a paranoia. The being held here. Demon One's the only one with the rifle.
Can he?
He's been playing a lot of
Does he want to like throw a gun? And it's a nice reposition from him. Honestly, Boostio can definitely take a bit of a risk and just go through the smoke in my mind to get the gun.
Bit of a noise bait. Running away. Vacuuming up the space once more into A main. Drone close to the corner. That's a seeking attempt.
Oh my goodness! Oh, just absolutely sent it.
It's being watched for. The Loud still want to go for this. Yes, they do. Rush over the top here with the paranoia. Hunter's Fury as well.
Still bodies here. Demon One's really important. 30 seconds. They do the defensive smoke. Demon One can still win this, but it's going to be hard.
Still, Demon One is active, and he's still got the rifle with 9 bullets left though. No more dash to really evade capture.
It was unlucky. I mean, honestly, like he gave this a really good try.
Com scrambling, frenzy in hand, trying to pick up the pieces.
Demon One can tell him about the damage that's been done here, though. Honestly, he might feel
an unlosable position.
Okay, the three people makes this a little bit harder. They played it perfect.
Given no quarter.
But yeah, he probably had a little bit of confidence going into that in terms of hearing that 2 are on 50 HP.
The attack sides from
okay, was this an eco? Again, they did pretty good. It was almost
I think
almost winnable.
Defense has had more layers to it than Loud's, and yet Loud is
wow,
still managing
what a massive round. This kind of gets them to 12 if Loud win this.
I completely agree. These halves have mirrored each other, honestly, as well, which is the pistol round wins going in one direction, but the gun rounds, when it gets down to it, the attack side, these teams just have a better read.
You want to talk about mirrors, the IGL picking up the judge. We saw Sadak in the first half, and now Boostio has gone for the same kind of play over towards Tree.
Yeah, they've EG been doing a lot in terms of trying to counter the fact that they drone from here a lot of the time.
Boostio is likely to get action.
Uh-oh.
Here's it coming. Dodges it. Jump spot! That is nasty!
It's a nice trade. They're kind of lucky to only lose one here in my mind.
Making the trade happen.
Who does the trade favor, though, at the end of the day?
I think it's so fine for Loud.
The attack side jet, but also all of that killjoy utility is down on A.
Does he call them back to short? Like, what goes on now? EG are probably going to go proactive to clear this.
I think it's
especially as they have full info here.
Less, however, is way off script.
Smoke short, dual, smoke off short and dual close.
Is it going to be a flash reclear here? Wants to play. EG going to try and cook something up.
Here goes Ethan.
Yeah. Oh, on the other side of the map. Okay, Sadak going for a flash of his own. What timing gets taken?
Timing is crazy here.
Watching. Bit messy.
So now where do you go? Do you go towards less on B? Do you try to
You definitely got to rotate. This is so weird. They have time.
Definitely getting the kills. Well, that space was gained.
Wait, but Les is trying to help them cross over towards middle because they think they don't have enough time to go spawn. Oh god. What a hero. Oh god.
Close to the corner, Ethan! He's getting away with murder. 10 seconds to 1v1. Obstacles abound.
Oh bro.
And Ethan is one goes for the top. Unreal.
Oh, that is one of the most crazy rounds I've ever seen, dude. That's ridiculous.
That is a round that should never have slipped away from Loud.
No reaction from me for the course. That was incredible.
Sadak was clearly calling for some kind of A split, but wanted to leave Les over on B to see if he could work the magic. And they decided, because time was so low, to rotate through mid. The only area where Demon One and Ethan could have had any impact
28
on the rotate.
HP. That's twice now that he's survived
feel confident enough
with one extra bullet.
Full through spawn. I mean, thankfully, Sadak doesn't seem too bothered by it.
Okay, 2 chances. That was incredible to watch. There was so much went down. That was
like Loud
so sick.
Off the comeback.
Okay, 2 chances for EG.
Match like this, the best of
And
5.
money's
It's going to be
pretty
a marathon,
legit
but
for
small
everyone.
moments certainly add up. Here comes Sadak popping his ultimate, looking to try and right the
Wait,
wrongs, heading
Jogamo's
into
in
round
so
23.
much trouble.
Can make all the difference here. Let it fly now, let it loose. The util sailing forwards, but the guns, it's all about how they reign supreme. Aspas wants to lead the charge here, trying to resurrect it. Ah,
Aspas is
he's
absolutely
essentially on an
under.
island. He doesn't have help from his team,
Bro,
yet he's still holding
his
them back.
teammate was rezzing
In
the whole
charge now,
time.
Team
That's a
One.
nice shock, though.
Seek to even it up ever so slightly. EG might be on the cusp of winning the map, but Louder just back
Good
into
drone
this
for
with a
retake.
vengeance here. Tucked up onto the
Drone
box.
goes over
Aspas,
door
he's
to
low,
tag
he's
anyone
trying
they
to
can
take the fight
spam.
right to them. Brings him down though. Dart is there, and there is the wallback damage. All being done. Com. Still control over towards door.
This was
2v3
madness.
though.
There was so much going on at the same
Get
time.
these Loud players out of the positions they are tucked into these post plans.
2 knives.
So hard to remove. Smoke. So awkward, so difficult. Demon One would have to have hit
Okay.
a worldie, but no.
Nicely
It's all
done from
less
Les.
containing.
2 chances, down to 1 last chance.
And Loud certainly responded. After letting one round
25 to
slip away,
16.
they
Les
came
is
in
having
with
a
fire.
ridiculous tournament.
The entries.
Aspas is doing great in terms of
Vicious
entries as
from
well. Yeah.
Aspas.
I mean, and he's alone now when he's taking these fights.
Recon was nice.
But he's so confident in his own skill, his own talent to be able to
Exactly.
pull him through. And Les also with 3 following up on that space.
Time to talk you through. What are you going to do?
All right.
This last round of regulation.
Loud have been focused
Chat,
very
it's
heavily
way
on
less than I
aim
thought.
control.
We only had
EG
2
want to get
of
value
them.
out
That we
of
had the
a scrappier
3-7.
buy. I love the idea of going
2k,
for something
2k.
aggressive
Damn,
in
it's
aim.
way worse than I thought. Okay.
It doesn't always
What
have
a
to be
nightmare
fighting
for
at the
them.
very start of
Odin-
the round. You could lure
Odin,
Loud in
Stinger,
and give them aim control
Spectre,
and then try and fight with a reclear strategy.
Phantom, and they.
But
Oh
it
wait,
seems
we
like
got.
EG have a similar idea to
Oh,
me.
Yeah, and the money isn't too hot for EG here. For this last round, they bought up entirely. Just trying to disrespect them. It's a flash play.
oh, that's a
along with
nice
the
flash
dart.
around the
Well,
corner
it all
with the
ends up- they don't really
recon
have
on
the
top of
guns
this as well.
to
They
get this
wanted to
done.
try spam. This was cool.
Maybe with
It was a
rifles,
cool
gonna spam a couple
attempt.
of these players, but
It's interesting that the
just
2 guns going aggro with the
Storm
Sheriff
was
and
weathered by
the
Loud. They waited out
Spectre
and they
though.
regained control of A-Main themselves. This time with ultimates. Packing a decent punch here. Locked down.
Ethan still has a flash for this. They could try and go aggressive again. No, the drone is going to dissuade Demon One. He's forced to pull back.
There are gaps here towards the
Jogamo.
lockdown. Into the back of the side as entertainment though. Jogamo, he's up close. I believe inside of his own smoke here. Working rings around him, but Ethan, he will fall from the back. It's all onto Demon One, but he just cannot hit the shots. Sheriff in his hands, needs to make the most of it. But Loud, complete dominance, completely in
Nicely
control.
done from them. Yeah, good 2 rounds.
Inevitability, we will be going to OT here. Bustio gonna try for it, doing so much, but really just shut
All right,
down. So
2 chances,
12 to 12.
fully in the bin.
Our opening
Overtime.
map here of our lower
That was
bracket
nice. They just kind of
finals.
just forced over towards
With everything
A
on the
twice.
line, going to overtime.
It's going to be bad memories for EG here.
Man,
They were up
when we start,
11-6 to Paper X and lost a few clutches.
am I the
to let
only
them back
one?
into the game.
Like this is twice we've seen this now. We saw something
feels
do
like
it on
another one that
Split.
they might be
We've
letting
seen
slip away.
we've seen Aspas do it on this. Am I the only one who thinks it's mad that we see like a shorty, one of the cheapest
11-8
guns in the
scoreline
game,
at 1 point.
getting entries?
With EG in the
Entries.
lead.
It's a shotgun, by the way.
Just managed to
On
make it
big
12-12,
buy rounds.
stop
Like I
it,
think
the
that's so
inevitable
mad,
Loud
dude.
onslaught on the attack side.
Get this gun
Both
out of the
these teams
game.
with
It's so
impeccable
it's so
calling.
stupid.
But now the sides flip.
This doesn't make
EG
sense,
once again
man.
on the side where they've looked the best. Loud's setup is quite different.
Nerf Jet. I mean, yeah, we got that
The
coming.
Mana Swarm is so far back, ready to catch. I mean, by the look of it, Demon One as he would dash towards stairs. The way that Les has put his utility, it seems like they want to double anchor really deep on B.
Skipping a hop for Com, gets himself into that position here.
Big jaw. Oh my goodness, the killjoys.
To follow up on
That's
it.
absolute madness, by the way, for Boostio to do this.
Alarm bot broken.
In my mind, that is absolute madness. Kind of madness that Les is taking the same duel as well, but they know most likely that Odin's in play. It's good pressure though. Like they win so much for it. Big question mark created over towards here. They get one of the smokes out of them.
Too much room to overcome. Those two players just sitting there. 2 years now.
He has no flash. He has no smoke that he would love to throw close.
Really hurts them, but no. With him shut down and removed, it is pure desperation. You can see it on Loud's face, the way they're playing this one. Not together, not ever so slightly.
Damn, what an absolute god in this round. That was so sick. Honestly, a lot of this came down to the B main control in my mind. Jogmo did great. He just, so basically, because he did all of this B pressure, they had to do the reactive smoke over towards B, and then when they hit the side itself, he couldn't do the smoke that he normally does close for them to play around, and then he just has to take this duel.
When they just get their players
So yeah, this is very nice. Very, very nice from EG.
The sight lines over towards hell and heaven. But Loud now with an opportunity to respond, and their attack sides have also been great. They put a heavy emphasis towards A main control, but this time the Brazilians grouping up in tiles.
Oh,
wow, what counter spam
whoa,
on the
we
Com.
got melted fast back.
I was wondering when we might see it. The punish in sight, both of these teams opting into the Odin plays. Just like that though, with less falling, it's suddenly a 4v4.
I mean, that one, such a shot from
Yeah,
Ethan.
I mean, where the hell was that?
How has he found that?
Cat all the way down to tiles.
Just the tiniest of angles.
Flashpoint, taking space.
3 people here.
But now contacting. No more util being used.
They still have Omen flash.
Doesn't spot it.
God,
Ethan
they
is
walk
in
short.
real danger.
That's amazing.
Now what?
They know that
Omen
Ethan's
flash
been
can
holding
save them
flashes
still.
from that position.
Hit 2 over towards
Massively
shore.
so.
Gets a kill off it.
Top close to dice here. It's really going to start to be swarmed and overwhelmed.
Dude, what a god in overtime, by the way.
Team 1, heavy position, ADS. This could be it. To 1v2, Saturday IGL. He's got to pull off.
Has no idea about the guy's shot.
Round.
Does now.
Tap of the spike, doesn't force any EG players out to the open. A second stick of it over the top, updraft. Team 1 cannot spot him. Knows who one of them is though. Flash, buys him some time, buys him some space. White swing, white face, can't isolate.
Nicely done. Jorgamo in overtime though. Really nice from him. Really, really good.
Excellent performance from Evil Geniuses.
Every map, dude. Every map
Start
of
out
this
with a
event.
strong footing.
So good.
Looked like that map was going to slip away from them.